apologies. I have had a little bit of a brain fart there. I mean, unfortunately, it's not happened too often, but the sound on the original recording just didn't turn out. So basically, what I'm saying there is that after the first episode, where we beat Merthyr and we had a draw against Bedford, who, if you remember, were 200 to 1 to win the league, so not fancied, so not the greatest result. We did have a good result after that. Macclesfield a 4-0 win at home, then two really poor results, an away loss at Worksop 3-1. AFC Fylde are one of the favourites for the league this season. We lost 3-1 to them. However, they're not having the greatest of seasons, so another poor result. A 1-0 away win at Scarborough Athletic. We're a little bit Jekyll and Hyde at the moment, as you can see. Leamington, 1-0 loss away. And then the last game was South Shields, and that was a 2-0 win at home. And today we have two games, the FA Cup, Crawley Green, and the league game against Peterborough Sports. The league table has us in 7th place at the moment. We've all played 8 games. The main thing to note there is that none of the teams really, I mean, Darlington out of the last 5 games have won 4, drawn 1, but everybody are really having an up and down season, which is kind of helping us a little bit. And after seeing the results there, you would have thought us to be maybe down below halfway in the table, but no, we're actually 7th. But really only because everybody else is having quite an iffy season, which is helping us no end. So let's get the action underway. Yes, we are still in September in game, but it is the FA Cup, something I'm going to have to get used to. We were obviously, hopefully, if we can get through, the big boys coming in January, and that's where the money is. And that's the important thing for us is... obviously in the FA Cup, let's try and get a little bit of a run together, earn that money and get a little bit of money in the bank. But anyway, it is Crawley Green and it's a home game. It's the FA Cup. Can we get into the next round and earn ourselves a little bit of money? We'll see you in the dugout. Well, it wouldn't be a gobby gaffer save if I didn't fiddle around with the tactic and the formation. I've done just that. I don't like wing play. I've never liked wing play in Football Manager. I mean, every time I've tried it once or twice and it doesn't give me a warm, rosy feeling inside. So I've come off the wing play. We're playing a 4-2-2-2. I think I did say I would end up with a 4-2-2-2. It's my default go-to tactic if things are not going well. But we are playing a controlled possession tactic. Oh, very fancy. Will it work in the Enterprise North? I don't know. We are in a positive mentality, however. Out of possession there. Yeah, one of these strikers just drops back into more of an attacking midfielder role. But full-backs there. I dropped a little bit. Yeah, I'm still getting used to the out of possession thing. I'm used to just setting my tactic formation and off we go. Now we have all of this other stuff that at the moment I'm kind of trying to ignore it because I have so many things to think about in the game. You know, it's like cameras, lights, action. Am I all right on the... I have so many things to think about. Plus, I'm still getting used to the AI, the UI, I should say. But anyway, it looks all right, doesn't it? It's kind of a Christmas tree-ish formation. I don't know. Let's see how we can do. I mean, like I say, it's the FA Cup today, and then we've got Peterborough Sports in the league. Let's get stuck in, shall we? Okay. We are at home here, so I'm kind of expecting us to put on a bit of a show. We do seem to have stopped that shooting from distance and hitting the roof of the stand, so that's a good thing. Maybe that was all part of the wing play tactic, I don't know. Keane now plays the ball to Lavelle. Slew plays the ball out onto that side, and... yeah, I've been reliably informed to that player that I can't pronounce. It's Gunoa. He's injured today. I have been playing him as part of a 2-striker system. He has been playing up there with Slew. But of course, as soon as I made that move, he got injured. So today we're playing with Torre, who has been coming on as a sub in games and doing quite well for us. But as per usual in football, super subs very rarely play well if they're brought on at the beginning of the game. So let's see. Pike down that right hand side. Ball's into the box. Slew. And he plays it back. And is the ball... no, it's not. I thought the ball was in the back of the net then. That was going so quick. Ball hoofed over the top there. Oh, it's a bit of head tennis going on. That's it. See, Tucker there, he's got the intelligence to bring it down and play with his feet. You can't play football with your head. It doesn't work. Okay, Lloyd plays the ball back now. Lovell. Ball skims past the post. And once again, at this level, I think we are seeing... it's not great football, is it really? Inexperience and low levels of technical ability. Okay, down that side again. Once again, Pike's in here. The ball is in the back of the net though, and Sonny Hilton there has touched that one away, and that one was quite a smart little finish. Let's have a look at the replay on that one. So Pike gets the ball back from the throw-in, and what does he do with this? And he slides the ball in. The keeper makes a hash of it, and it spins off to Hilton, who says thanks very much and side foots it into the bottom corner. We are winning 1-0, and a very, very nice goal indeed. 14 shots now, 6 on target, an XG of 2.42. I'm not quite sure where Crawley Green are. I'm not sure whether they're in the nether regions of the non-league football. But anyway, we're doing a decent job here. A second goal would be very, very nice. You've got loads of... I hope Torre's in and he smashes the ball in the back of the net. I was just about to give him some words of wisdom then. I was just going to say you've got room on either... both of your wide players have got room to run into. Oh, it's been disallowed. Oh, well, okay, never mind. Forget all that one. Forget that. Reset. Okay, Crawley Green with the ball now. That's a bit of a shame. That was quite a nice goal, wasn't it? And a 2-0 lead there would have been very nice. Slew with the ball now, coming deep for it. He's down that right-hand side. He's doing Pike's job for him. Pike's in position now, but Slew decides to have one of those. You know what? I'm aiming for the roof of the stand with these. I'm not aiming to get it under the bar. Let's try and hit the roof of the stand with it. Okay, about 6 minutes to go now. Got a very high press on, so what is the best way to try and get rid of that high press? Loop the ball over the top. Unfortunately, it was very inaccurate, and it looks like that's been called offside again. Come on, lads, can we stay onside? It's like a basic principle in football. Can we stay onside? Keeper now is going to hoof this ball out, and once again, we need to get ahead on this. Head it back into midfield. Yeah, but you need to hit a yellow shirt with it. Did all the principles right there, but the final header straight to one of their players down this right-hand side. Can we win the ball? And the flag has gone up there. It looks like we've the first crunching tackle of the game. That I do seem to have cut that out as well. We're not as vicious as we once were. The last episode, I thought we looked like a gang of thugs, didn't we? Every time we get up, going onto the pitch, we were just kicking people. Oh, and a great save there from the keeper. Very, very nice save from the keeper. Just before half-time now, Slew down that right-hand side, been involved in the game a lot today, Slew. Ball played back there, inside to Collins. I thought he was going to turn and have a dig at that then, but he decided not to do. Collins out wide. Makes some space for himself, and once again their keeper is having one of those games today. You never want the opposing keeper to have that type of game, because unfortunately when they're on that sort of form, it's, you know, you're not going to score goals. Okay, we'll address the team. We will say that we're pleased, and we're not going to do any encouragement because we are winning 1-0, and that'll be a little bit silly. I don't think my players would take very kindly to that. Let's have a look and see if we've got any tiredness in the camp. Okay, we're looking not too bad at the moment, and we're actually playing quite well, aren't we? We've got 5 players there on green stats. Lavelle's doing very, very well, 7.48, as is Hilton, 7.42. But let's go into the second half now. 4-2-2-2. Let's see if we can sew this game up and get into the next round of the FA Cup. Of course, not a lot of money in the FA Cup at this stage, but you just want to kind of keep riding your luck, keep playing the games, and try and get through to that third round and get a big money tie. And that was very, very poor. The ball's in the back of the net, and Danny Lloyd there smashes it in from Mo Touré's little pass back. And we are 2-0 ahead now. And the keeper that time, well, as good as he is, he would never have stopped that one. And Touré there, just a little touch and says to Lloyd, there you go, absolutely smash it. And he does, past the keeper, and no keeper's going to save that, I don't think. I mean, he went the right way, but it was just too hard for him. Too hard, too quick. That could be our motto, couldn't it? Southport FC, too hard, too quick. Okay, we need to be a little bit careful at the back. Oh, nicely done. Showing a nice little bit of footwork here in this control possession tactic. Balling's in the box. Can we get a header on it? No. And Pike loops the ball over the top. So very comfortable in this game at the moment. And as I'm saying that, I know I shouldn't have said it because that'll probably mean that Crawley will score now. But anyway, Collins down that left-hand side. He will be coming off in a minute. The young kid Preston's going to come on and just give these wing-backs a little bit of a rest. And once again, the keeper makes a terrific save. He seems to be anything above waist height, he's absolutely brilliant at. Stick it along the ground, not so great. Big hoof out from the keeper again. And that is very, very wasteful. The ball's going to come straight back at them now. That's once again, I'm going to repeat myself now, but that's why I always play short out from the back. Try and keep possession, move the ball up the pitch in a you know, a structured manner. I know we're in the Enterprise North. It's probably not going to work at this level, but we're doing all right at the moment. We're winning 2-0. Well, 65 minutes on the clock, 3 changes made, and it looks like I'm going to have to get used to this. Looks like we can only make 3 substitutions. Okay, noted. Preston has come on at left full back. Amaral has come on in as a defensive midfield player. And who was the other one that I made? Oh yeah, I've taken Moore off, the centre back. He does seem to tire quite quickly more, but he is on a yellow, so it makes sense to bring Tabone on, or Tabone for him. So okay, 2-0, about 25 minutes of this game left now. Well, we do seem to have killed the game off a little bit. We did get a black screen of death there for about 3 seconds. I was a little bit worried, but it all came back on again. Maybe the patch this week will sort all of that out. Okay, we're sliding the ball through now. And Preston down that left-hand side. Is he going to have a shot? Yes, he does. And they're not too far away for the young kid. Okay, it looks like, well, we are marching on to the next round of the FA Cup. So let's give the lads, we're going to give them a delighted. And we're moving now on to the next game in the league, which, to be honest, although the FA Cup brings us a bit of money in, if we can get through to the third round, the important stuff is the league. We need to get ourselves out of this league. At the moment, we're semi-pro. That is no good at all. We need to be fully professional. We need to be training every day. At the moment, things are, in the background, things are not set up very well at all, because part-time teams, you know, getting promoted is a very, very difficult thing to do. Okay, back down to earth with a bump. It's Peterborough Sports. They're in 3rd place. So I expect this to be a tough game. In that game, I think we actually, well, we put up a very good performance, but I don't think the opposition were that great. In the next game, we will get decent opposition, well, for our level. But we need to win it. We need the 3 points and we need to stay up there. Even a point, to be honest, would do. But then it's early season. It's still been the 9th league game. And as we've seen already, the form of most teams is not great. Nobody's saying, right, you know, we're winning this league this season. We're going out and we're doing the job. Every team is very, very iffy. Let's hope we're not iffy in the next game. Let's leave all the iffiness Let's leave all the iffiness to Peterborough Sports. Let's see if we can get 3 points out of that game. Well, we earned the princely sum of £3,307 for our FA Cup win against Crawley Green. Don't forget the £7. Every pound is very important at this level. Yeah, £3,307. Expect that to jump up massively if we can get through to the third round in January. There's a lot of football to play between now and then, though. Okay, the team for today is Renshaw in goal, back four of Collins, Keane, Moore and Pike. The two holding players are Lavelle and Tucker. Lloyd and Hilton are going to play just behind Torre and Slew up front. And Ganoa is still out injured, which is unfortunate because he's a very, very good player. And obviously being without your best players is quite detrimental. But anyway, let's get stuck into this game. What do you mean, a colour clash? I can't see a colour clash. No colour clash to be seen there. My word, I'm not kidding. Okay, it's one of those kick-offs where you get 2 or 3 seconds of action, and then I did in my live stream last night. That kick-off went into 7, 8, 9 seconds. I thought, oh, something's going to happen. Then it did. We scored a goal. So always look out for that. It's a little bit of a tell there, one of the first tells that we've seen. But anyway, ball forward, headed over the top. Is that headed over the top? No, it's not. It's headed in. So Peterborough Sports, 4 minutes on the clock. And I've done us very early on there. 1-0 we're losing. This is not ideal at all, is it? And he just about kept himself onside, Jones there. Peterborough Sports 1-0 ahead. Well, it's Peterborough Sports with the ball again. 17 minutes on the clock now. And they're doing the same routine again down that right-hand side. Let's hope we've learnt our lesson. Torre there does win the ball for us, however. Passes the ball into midfield. Lloyd, big lump over. I mean, this is non-league football at its best, isn't it? A big lump over the top. Unfortunately, Slew couldn't put that between the two white sticks. Okay, half an hour on the clock to add insult to injury. We're 1-0 down, and who was it who went off? Lavelle went off, and I've had to bring Amaral on, which is not ideal because he's not the greatest player, Amaral. To be quite honest, I will be glad when this season's finished because all of the contracts are up and I can bring my own players in then. I'm trying to play a system here and a tactic that maybe is not suited to these players, but there's not a lot I can do at the moment. Okay, we've got 15 minutes of the first half left. And it's all Peterborough Sports. We're not getting a look in this game at all. Looped over, ball's headed out there. And that one is over the top, fortunately. We need some highlights here. We need to get the ball under control and start playing it around. I mean, to be fair, we have had 6 shots and only 2 on target, though. Right, we do get a highlight now. Collins, come on, lads. This is the one. Let's get that ball in the back of the net. No, not like that. Tucker. Oh, just over the top. And that was better. That was much, much better. Well, Lady Luck is not on our side today. My goalkeeper is now injured. So we're going to have to make 2 forced substitutions in the first half. And at this level, that is, well, I mean, that is a killer blow. We only get 3 substitutions in the game. 2 of them had to be made for injuries in the first 45 minutes. One of them being my goalkeeper. Definitely not ideal. Well, you're definitely not going to see the best of my team today. I mean, I am going to say I'm disappointed, but what I am disappointed about is having 2 injured players in the first half and my substitute goalkeeper having to come on. I mean, talk about disruption. And of course, we are 1-0 down as well. So, Lady Luck is... unfortunately, I've chosen this game to put on camera. It's not going to be a spectacle because we're very badly disrupted now. Let's get into the second half, but there's very, very little chance now that we are going to do anything in this game. Unfortunately, we are going to drop 3 points now because that kind of disruption you don't recover from. Okay, Peterborough Sports have got us right where they want us now. They're winning 1-0. have a depleted team, and I mean, if I was their manager, I'd just be saying, right, just pepper their goal with shots because we've got the reserve keeper in. Pipe down that side. The ball's in the back of the net. What happened there? Sonny Hilton has got us back on level terms, and I think the lads there are just—they must have heard me talking on the touchline. They're saying, "Come on, boss, have a bit of faith. Look, this is what we can do." Pike fires the ball in. The ball spins off the goalkeeper again for the second time in this episode. The ball spins off the goalkeeper straight to Hilton, and he gets his second goal of the episode from more or less exactly the same move. 70 minutes on the clock, and my paper-thin squad is now starting to suffer a little bit. I've had to bring Edwards on. He's on loan. He's a right winger, but I'm not playing with wingers, so he comes on because Lloyd was very, very tired indeed. Made one or two little changes, particularly up front. Toure is now playing a slightly different role, but well, we just need one extra goal here and not concede, and we will get the 3 points. And to be honest, Lady Luck needs to start shining on us a little bit here, because it's not been the game for, well, getting a little bit of luck, is it really? Okay, let's push on. 20 minutes of the game left. Okay, we are going a little bit longer in the game now, but there's about 10 minutes of the game left. The ball is with their goalkeeper. Head that back into midfield. Yeah, once again, we do get that header, but it goes straight to an opposition shirt. Okay, our Peterborough Sport's going to get the sucker punch here. Straight to the keeper's arms. And my reserve goalkeeper there, well, to be honest, it was fired straight at him, so he didn't have an awful lot to do. But, well, 2 minutes of time added on, and it looks like the points are going to be shared. Yes, they are. It's a 1-1 draw. Not unduly worried about that one. I can't really be angry with the players, because we were dealt a very, very poor hand in that game. So I think I'm going to just encourage. I don't think I'm going to be, because like I say, I am extremely angry, but with the game, I mean, that's very, very poor, that, you know. 2 forced injuries in the first half, one of them being my goalkeeper. We've already got Ganoa out as well. He's one of our best players. And yeah, not ideal. But, you know, we showed a bit of grit and determination, and they got a 1-1 out of it. And unfortunately, Lavelle's injury is quite bad, 6 to 7 weeks out. So we are building up a little bit of an injury crisis now. And Chris Renshaw, my goalkeeper, out for 6 to 7 weeks as well. So my morale is dropping. Every time I click the button, my morale is dropping. It's going to be a big problem, this, for us now, I think, going forward. It's going to be a very, very big problem. Okay, 9 games on the board now, and we are 7th in the league with 14 points. If the season wants to end now, I will take that. Our squad is paper thin. I've got players in there who are not really up to it, so I really need to bring my own players in. Let's get some signings through the door that, you know, and 2 players for every position as well, which at the moment I am struggling a little bit with. Of course, I'm playing with 2 strikers as well, so we need 4 fit strikers, and we've actually only got 2. So, of course, they're playing every game. But anyway, it is Kidderminster Harriers on top of the league, 22 points. Darlington, 20 points. Peterborough Sports, there was always going to be a tough game that. This season they've won 5, drawn 2, lost 2. So I don't think we're doing too bad at this stage. Well, in real life, Southport are bottom of the league, rock bottom, not doing well at all, and it was always going to be a big challenge. The challenge has just got a whole lot bigger because we've been dealt a very, very bad hand. My goalkeeper, Renshaw, is a good goalkeeper at this level. He's out for 6 to 7 weeks now. So I think our season, if I'm not careful, our season could go down the pan from here. Let's hope it doesn't. Going to go and play some games off camera now. And, well, at this level, we can bring players in. So there's no transfer window. I can do some wheeling and dealing. I'm going to go away, shuffle the numbers and see what I can do and maybe try and bring 1 or 2 new faces in. But I think it's going to be pretty impossible because we have no transfer budget and we're already over the wage budget. So I would have to move some players out. And of course, they don't want to go. And even if they do want to go, it's going to cost us all the wages for the season. I may as well keep them then in that case. Unless I can replace them with much, much better players. At this level, not that easy. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode, winning the FA Cup and a draw in the league. Not too shabby, I have to say. We'll see you very shortly.